Hey, what is up, fellas? Welcome back. Or ladies. Could be some ladies out there, right? Probably not many, but I would imagine there's some. There's some out there. All right, so we're going to talk about the live stream in a moment, but I saw this just now, and it's the Marvel Future Fight Mission Possible Episode 2 release. You know, I did not watch this one. I did watch the first one, and let's just say I was not impressed. And I'm not going to really talk about this much. They're talking about Legendary Battle. Okay. But what I found funny were the comments down here. So Malice Leaf says, "Stop wasting money on this bullshit as an excuse to charge us more. Fix shit and dumb the shit show." Okay, I'm a little confused about the last sentence, but I think I get the point. And the next person says, "These two are horrible. Stop filming them for content." And you know what? I have to say, they got a point, right? They got a point where, like, you know, some things are just better left not done. Like, just avoid that altogether, please. All right, now let's, you know what? I mean, are those videos helping anybody? You know, let's be honest. I really don't think they are. And they're not even in English, you know, so the thing is, you know, they film the live streams in English, but they're doing this content in a different language. I don't know. All right, so the live stream. So again, it's on a Monday. So for Pacific time, it's at 5 p.m. and they're 3 hours behind Eastern Standard Time. So if you live in, you know, I live in New York, so it would be 8 o'clock for me. And then obviously you just gotta input your time zone and bada bing, bada boom. All right, so we have, so there's no Onslaught for Professor X. I knew that wasn't gonna happen, but you know, I thought I'd throw that out there at least. I think maybe it could potentially be, you know, like a GBR, a World Boss Legend. It kind of fits into that category, right? And I think that would be pretty cool, right? They do something thematic where him and Magneto, you know, they kind of merge and they erupt as Onslaught. So he's getting the gold wheelchair. He's not getting the one that I showed, the regular traditional style with the snap-on. He's not getting that one. And Iron Man, unfortunately, so a lot of people are upset that he's got the mask. And the thing is this: so when you see him, when you see him and you see his face, he actually still has the armor on. The armor can turn translucent, where it appears like it's just not there. But it's actually there. So it would have been definitely really cool to see his face. Also, I think the resolution, the quality on these two characters as it is doesn't look too bad. And keep in mind that this doesn't necessarily mean that this is the final product that's actually going to end up in the game. You know, adjustments can still be made. And so on the sneak peek, so a lot of people are suggesting that Professor X is actually going to be like, you know, him, you know, communicating with the other X-Men, that it's insinuating that he's going to be either a lead or support for the X-Men, which makes a lot of sense, right? You know, he is the leader of the X-Men. All right, so there's also speculation that these characters are getting the spotlight because they're leaders of their factions, right? We got Professor X, leader of the X-Men, right? We have Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic. We haven't seen anything for, you know, Black Bolt, Namor, or Doctor Strange yet. And one of the reasons why, so a lot of people are you know, kind of making some noise about Black Panther. I would love for Black Panther to get something, but I haven't mentioned him because he's not part of the, you know, the core original group of Illuminati. You know, there's been other characters that have kind of made, you know, quote unquote, like debuts in Illuminati, right? Obviously Black Panther, Beast, you know, Captain America. He was, you know, for a brief time, you know, until he got his mind wiped. But they could possibly get something with this update. We just don't know yet. But listen up, gang. It's 4 short days, right? Today's Thursday, so we have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we see the live stream. You know, we'll get more information up until then, I would imagine, but we'll know it all in 4 short days. So, you know, just hold on to your hats, and we'll be there shortly. But we still haven't seen any tier 3 right? Who's going to be the who's going to be the tier 3 of this update, or Awakened character. We haven't seen either of those yet. I wonder if they're actually going to put any Awakened characters in this update. Some people are actually saying that they're happy about that just because resources, right? We don't get that many crystals. We don't get enough crystals to awaken like multiple characters, per month. I haven't done the math, but I have to say I would imagine that awakening 2 characters in a month is probably a bit of a stretch. Think about how many crystals that you actually need. Okay, so same, per the usual, right? Part of the course, to get your rewards, you copy your code. So you have to do this within 20 minutes after the live stream. You copy your code, and there's a link that you go to, and see the event link will be shared at both YouTube and Facebook. The event link must be submitted within 20 minutes at the end of the broadcast, and you'll receive the information through a separate Google form, and then you just, it's easy peasy. You copy your link, you copy your ID, and then you input it into the link on the page. Well, what do you know? It's just your neighborhood sneaky bandit popping in here for a quick Shadowland tip. Okay, so for stage 33, easy peasy here. Bring in Johnny Storm. And what I like to do is I pop off with 5 real quick. You get close to this guy, and then you just press 3. You press 3, and you just sit here. Look, ma, no hands. Ain't doing nothing. I don't even have to hit a button. That's it. 5 and 3. Hopefully he doesn't get out of your range, though. That could happen. That's the thing that could happen, which would require me to throw my hands back on the stick there. Where is it? Come on, you're almost there. It is. There it is. Easy peasy. Level 62. He might be able to do this at level 60 as well. I'm not sure. I haven't tried, but I mean, getting a character from 60 to 62, it's no thing. It ain't a big deal. All right, Sneaky Bandit out. So guys, it looks like the coupon code process is being revamped, and if you look, it seems pretty simple. Like, it seems like it's very similar to the way you actually collect the codes for the live stream. You go to one of these pages here, and I would imagine that. So if you look on the left hand side under Godzillanator, right? I think we all know how to get to the forums from in game. You click that button, right? The one that just clicked there, and that's going to take you to the forums, and there should be a link to actually get to one of these pages here, right? You see how it's highlighted in purple there? You go to one of these pages, and it's set up very similar to the way that you actually collect the codes from the stream. So you copy your code, you have your coupon code ready, boom, boom, you hit confirm, and then they actually send it to you through your inbox. It seems easy peasy, guys. And that's pretty much all. Well, no, there's more to be said about it. So iOS and Android users alike can now take advantage of these coupons. One thing I'm curious about, because I didn't find it in here, but I wonder if you say you took advantage of a coupon 2 months ago, and now that it seems like it's a new system, if you can now actually receive another coupon, if you can get another one, even though you've got one in the past. But since it seems like it's a new process, new system, if you can get those again. And how I think I'm going to start doing it is, I'm not going to do it in videos. I think that's just it's not a good way to spend airtime, video time. So I think what I'll do is in the video I'll announce a time that I'll be releasing coupons on Discord. So this way, everyone who watches my videos, they know when I'll be putting these coupons out on Discord, and this way everybody has a fair shot. And I'll do it at different times, so it's not like at 4 a.m. every time for a certain time zone. So that's how I'm going to start doing it. If anyone has any other suggestions on how to do it, that would be easier and I don't know, maybe more fair for everybody, let me know. But I think that's as of right now that's the best route that I see to take on this. All right, so all the different X-Men that we saw in sneak peek number 3, they're all out of this comic here, all from the 90s. And one person I didn't mention was Beast. I noticed him after like I already edited the video and all that, and I wasn't gonna go back and like, I don't know, record more just to mention that Beast was actually in there. But they're all in their respective uniforms from this run here. I think somebody said it was an animated show as well. I didn't watch it, so I'm not familiar, with that show. But they're all in their respective uniforms. Storm, looks a little bit different, right? She's got the mohawk. I think that's the closest uniform that she actually has to that. Let me find her actually. So here's Storm and her other uniforms. So yeah, that's going to be the closest one that she actually has to that. She doesn't. I don't know. They probably thought they would have threw people off if they actually designed her like that. Like, I don't know, for them to go out through all that work to design like a new character just for a sneak peek like that. Yeah, that doesn't make much sense. So they put them in their closest uniforms to how they appear in this run here, which I think is pretty cool. And it definitely makes sense that Professor X, he's going to be some kind of support or leader. He's going to get something for the X-Men. I think we all thought that. Like, we were all upset when his leadership is what it is right now, right? We thought he definitely should have got something much more OP than this. 20% all attacks and 50% to mind resist. Come on, like, where is the mind resist actually? Where is that useful? I mean, yeah, sure, it has some niche uses, but it's really not that useful. And is he gonna fall off his wheelchair? Is that gonna be one of his moves where he's just like he kind of takes a dive, he bites the dust, and then he gets his opponent vulnerable, and then he just and then he strikes him. He gets the mind control out. And what else we got? Oh, so this okay, so some people said that this was actually Namor's trident. I'm pretty sure. So somebody else commented and said that this is from the Dimension mission, or so I think this is from Dimension mission or Story mission. It's from one of those. Maybe Dimension, maybe Black, like the Atlantean Black Bolt mission, because it looks like they actually they cleared the stage with Cyclops. Was it Cyclops, Beast, and Jubilee? It looks like they cleared it because Cyclops, he shoots the beam up in the sky, like after you actually clear the mission. That's exactly what it looks like. Somebody commented that. So whoever you are, shout out to you there. And some other things to make note of here. Battle World. I'll show you my Battle World teams. I know that's super exciting. Alliance donation and Alliance shop event. I always love this one. Also, ISO 8 set change discount. So that starts the next reset. Don't change any ISO 8 sets until then. Or if you have any to change, that would be the time to do it. Alrighty, so I said I'd show you my Battle World teams. Typically, how I like to do it is I play 5 in each one, and that usually, it lands you somewhere in the 0 to 9 or 10 to 29. And as you can see, the rewards for these, they're not much different, but they are actually a bit different for this one here, because it goes from 10 to 7, which is actually, it's kind of a lot when you're talking about level 5 XP chips. So like you get these 10, that gets you a quarter of the way from legendary to mythic, which is pretty nice. And as we all know, we have these uniforms coming, right? And you might want to upgrade those as quickly as possible. So getting one of these uniform tickets wouldn't be a bad thing. And the team that I'm using, I feel like choosing for the speed is actually kind of difficult, especially if you don't have a lot of these characters with a PvP build. I would just say lean towards the characters you have a PvP build on. Support characters are usually pretty good, a pretty good way to go. So like Black Widow, I had greed on her. As you know, I swapped energy, right? Did that video. Spider-Man 2, I have a rage on him right now. So I don't know how useful he'll actually be, but webbing the characters, not a bad way. You could do the cheeky thing with Quicksilver, where you just kind of stall, and then you hit his 4 skill. or his 2 skill is actually pretty OP. Usually takes, you know, a couple tunes out. The only character here I have a true PvP build on is actually Daredevil, the required tune. All right, now for this other one here, Mal, this is kind of difficult to choose too. Colossus is I feel like a must. I have Molecule Man. He's actually pretty good for this as just a standalone character. Plus, if I run into a Silver Surfer, he has this passive here where it decreases the effect of Reflect by 50%. That goes for physical and energy too. But obviously, Sentry's a good one. Luke Cage, if you got him built. And Icarus is the required character. But obviously, like Silver Surfer is not a bad route to take. Null, because of his passive, for that 6 seconds, you could save his 3rd skill, and then when you hit that 6 seconds, right, when his passive kicks in, you pop his 3rd, and he's got the penetration on it, right? So if we check out Null, so even if you don't have a PvP build on him, right? So his 3rd skill has a 100% chance to penetrate, and it's got a pretty large AOE, right? And then when this passive kicks in for 6 seconds, gets guard break, removes all debuffs. It's pretty nice. So he wouldn't be a bad route to take either. All right, guys, I'm going to end it there. Thank you for watching. So you better stay tuned, you stay breezy, but most of all, friend, you stay safe out there now. Peace.